All right. Looks like we are live. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another Well-Don Tanks live stream. Hopefully the notifications got sent out. I know we're back. We are back. I took last week off. We'll get into that. I got so many. What do we call it? Somebody had a fun name for it. The Well-Don catch up or something. The Well-Don times. I don't know. We got a lot of housekeeping things we need to talk about. We've got a lot of good things going here. So I appreciate all those who are here. I'm sure we'll get some more people over as the Steam Fought Aquatics live stream ends. But for those who are here, thank you for being here. If you come in later, I still love you. If you catch the replay, I still love you there too. So love all around. So I know we have Because Your Fish coming in. Carrie's here. Hello, my friends. Rachel is here representing her and Trevor tonight. Big news on that front. If you follow us on Instagram, you would have already seen that. And then we have Stefan coming in. I've met Stefan in person. I really appreciate you, man. You picked out a gorgeous flower horn at the shop. TGS Tanks, what's up, man? Thank you so much for becoming a member. Man, girl, whoever you are. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's an awesome way to come joining in on the stream there. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You got yourself a nice little coffee mug right there with some stuff rolling on there. I appreciate it. Mains, Tails, Fur, and Fins. Hello. We got Lav Snail coming in. Medul's coming in. What's up, everybody? I appreciate all of you being here. But yeah, that's cool. We got a membership right off the bat there. That's really fun to see. I really appreciate that very much. Audio and video good. I appreciate it. I forgot to check. I did check it before we started, but I appreciate you, M, for coming in here, helping us out there. It's good to see everybody. Lewis is coming to hang out with us. We got Sharon here tonight. Kira, the core adorable. Hello. First live stream. Thank you for being here. That's super cool. We have a new membership. First person in the live stream. I think you commented on some of my videos here recently there, Kira. So hopefully I was able to give you the information you're looking for. So, wow, I appreciate it, guys. This is a great way to start a stream off. Let's see. You're very welcome, neighbor. I hope all's well, buddy. Can't wait to start breeding those rams. I can't wait to start breeding my own rams. You must be neighbor. Are you local then? I'm curious if you're local. Oh, people are rolling in now. Blake Adams coming in. Hey, from Texas, y'all. Kevin Maspano, first time on the live stream, too. What a great night. This has turned out to be a fantastic night. It's been a great weekend. This is really cool to see a lot of you coming in. I really appreciate it. I really do appreciate all of you being here. Hopefully, I can give you the benefit of your time. Hopefully, it's an enjoyable time for you. And for those of you who are the first timers in the live stream, I apologize if I annoy you within the first 5 minutes. It's interesting on a video platform. I can edit out most of my Tourette's, where on the live stream, you get the full Well-Don Tank experience. And we get going nuts there. Okay, I have an idea who you are now, TGS. So I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it. Battle Brew. What's up, fish freaks? Oh, hello, my friend. Good to see you here. All right. So before we get to where do we start? I got a lot of things on the brain. Hopefully, I keep up with everything. We're gonna start on how Trevor and Rachel, they made history with the waterfront again today. And then we'll move into where I was last week, and then we'll go down further from there and answer some questions as they come in, different things like that. So Rocco's Fish Room coming in, Texas Fish Room coming in. Man, we got a lot of people showing up tonight. This is awesome. I really appreciate y'all being here. You can kind of tell I'm trying to get rolling here, and the more people keep coming in, this makes me excited. Okay, so Rachel and Trevor, they are literally on their way home from the airport because they just picked up their flower horn that was shipped out by the waterfront today. History was made. The waterfront officially shipped our first fish today. Round of applause for everybody. Pats on backs. Wish I had Lewis said I need to get it a popper. Pop that thing off here that we made. We made history today, people. So Trevor was very patient with us. He took advantage of us opening up our shipping to members to kind of give, we needed a test group, some guinea pigs, have you, but we've got it. We shipped out our first fish today. So Trevor and Rachel, they are driving home right now with that box. They said the box looks good. So we're hoping, fingers crossed, that during this live stream, we're going to get the official update that their flower horn is all right. It's alive. It looks good. It was good. It was a stressful morning getting that going, but it was I mean, me and Lewis were like kids in the candy store, and we were boxing this fish up and taping it up and joking about how we hope it this like. So Trevor and Rachel, don't be too terrified there when you open the box and you see your heat packs are wrapped in kind of whatever we had available to us. See, mains, tails, and first. I agree. It's not necessarily hard to ship. I've shipped fish on my own personal, but it's something different though when we are now shipping as a business, right? I mean, that's a whole other level there. We need these fish to arrive on time. We need them to arrive well. And with the way the shipping has been going, it's been a hassle to get some shipments out. So trying to set up shipping on a business level, like a full storefront level, versus the shipping out of my own fish room, has definitely been something different. So like I say, I've done the shipping on my end, but now moving into a business aspect, it's one thing if you bought Egyptian mouth breeders from me and they arrive dead, right? Okay, we can correlate that. But now it's another thing where we are literally putting our business name on the line. I've been promoting us, through live streams, through videos, different things. Now, if we have if the first transaction went horribly wrong, that sets us up for failure going the whole way forward. So it's not necessarily the hardest thing to do. And I agree with that. The first time I shipped the fish was definitely stressful, but now shipping on a business front was definitely something that was like, all right, we need to get this right the first time. So we're doing the airport to airport shipping, but it's also different where we were shipping. I'm used to shipping like small mouth breeder fry, but now we're shipping like a 4-inch, 5-inch flower horn. And then we want to move it into we're really working our way up to where we're going to be shipping like dinner plate size discus, 10-inch plecos, all these different things. So we're hoping in this live stream that we are going to get the thumbs up that they arrived alive. And it was funny though, because we had Trevor written on the tank with the flower horn. And say it's been a few weeks coming. You guys have heard me talking about this on the live stream. It's been a few weeks coming. Our local customers thought we just named that flower horn Trevor. We were keeping it as a shop pet. So we filmed us packaging it. We filmed us taking it to the airport. And the whole time we were joking that we were shipping Trevor to Trevor. Anyways, it was pretty fun. It was fun. So Stefan, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. Stefan's a new member here. That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much for that support. I really do appreciate it. It's thank you. That's very humbling for 2 members that join this live stream. I really appreciate it, my friends. Clever Aquarius coming in. Hello. Yeah, so this morning, and the big thing too is when we're shipping here, we're not shipping breather bags. We want to ship heavy duty, thick mill bags. So when we do start shipping things like plecos and discus, that we don't pop bags. So we wanted to use pure oxygen. Now, we went and bought a tank. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? We got a tank. Well, then we started today. I met Lewis at the shop and we started going around. It was like, okay, we need to now get all the parts to actually, run said tank, right? 3 hours later of running back to the place where we originally bought the tank from, over to Lowe's, then to Home Depot. Home Depot finally gave me a lead, and I went out and found a new company, way better than our first one. It was a hassle getting a regulator set up, getting the hose line set up, just everything connected to where that first time we opened the oxygen tank, we didn't kill ourselves. So it was definitely it was an adventure today. It was definitely an adventure to where when the moment we packaged the flower horn, put in pure oxygen, was just like a sigh of relief. Like, okay, like we did it. Like we made it this far. Got a heat packs in the box, got it in the box. Then we moved on, took the airport. And that was about a week of phone calls and emails with Southwest Cargo to get us an account set up. That I took on that project, got all that done. And it was so refreshing to find, like, we dropped the box off and like, oh yeah, like you guys are the system, it's good to go. But what was crazy is that they were able to get it on the next flight, and the next flight was leaving like 45 minutes. So that's why we literally we dropped it off the airport like 2:30 today Mountain Standard Time, and I think it just landed like, we are now just after 8 over in Texas. So we were very fortunate to get that portion of it. But we're slowly building up our shipping process here. We've got some boxes, we got styrofoam. We're looking at a streamlined process. The website's getting built. We're ordering heat packs, all these different things. So it's interesting when you start shipping is how much really goes into it. And now we're entering into this whole new territory of why not just keep selling fish locally, right? Like we've had the best month at the shop this month, January, in history of the store. So why not just keep playing locally? But we don't just want to be the best locally. Now, are we going to have some failures? Sure. But if we continue to look forward to the progression, and me and Luis have been talking a lot of business. I've been listening to a lot of business podcasts, and a lot of it is we're not content where we're at because there's so much we have to offer. We want to make sure we offer that to as many people as applicable. And moving into shipping is definitely going to be something. I guarantee you, give us another year, and you're going to be seeing these things where we're going to be shipping out these like 12-inch cactus plecos and all these crazy things. So yes, first shipment went out today. It was awesome. So let's jump back in the chat here, see what we got going on. But I think we're gonna do good. I think that flower horn is gonna be good. And of course, like the first fish we ship is something like a flower horn, right? It's not a small fish at all by all means there. But we'll see what we got going on here. All right. Because your fish, what kind of flooring is in your fish room? Or are you doing the same in your new fish room? So right now I'm just on concrete. My new fish room, I would like to, most likely I'll be taking over mass majority of the basement when we move. And on that area, I do plan on, honestly, if there's carpet down there, I plan on ripping the carpet up and going concrete. It's been nice. If you kind of spill some water, don't have to worry about it. Dehumidifier, ceiling vent pulls the humidity out, the moisture out. So I've also looked at doing rubber matting down. So I need to see what house we land in, how it's shaped and set up. So right now, my plan is if there's carpet down there, I'm going to rip it up, go back to just bare concrete. And then from there, we may look at doing some kind of gym flooring or rubber matting. But I want to try and prevent mold as much as possible on that aspect of there too. Let's see. So hopefully that answers your question there. Ordered from Redfish, Bluefish, and copy his packaging. It was amazing. Angels showed up 4 days late in 74-degree water. Yeah, I've had plenty of experience ordering fish from online, different areas. So it's packaging fish really is about the same if you do it right, but everybody's gonna have their little tweak on it. Like we looked at, Peter looked at getting us custom-made boxes with custom-made logos, and that was like $20 more per box. So it's in a business aspect. That's why so we're slowly expanding who we're shipping to. So members, we're still 100%. We want to use you as test group A, right? I figure my thought process is I want to use a small group of people that if something does go wrong, we can try and we can work with that individual. Okay, what went wrong? What can we improve on? Is it something we messed up packaging wise? Is it something the airport messed up? Were you not able to pick up your package in time? Airport to airport shipping can kind of be scary to some people because it's not landing at your front door. But I think once you try it, it actually is a very safe way to ship fish, where this flower horn realistically was in a bag for, what are we talking, 7 hours maximum? I mean, we got lucky today, granted, with the next shipment, the next flight was available. But even on a 24-hour shipment, I mean, 24 hours in a bag is not bad. Okay, now your argument is, okay, we can do that, overnight shipping to your door. But now what happens when you're the last drop on the route and it sits on the back of the truck all day? So it's when we start shipping big discus, it can kind of be delicate. We want to make sure we're shipping them in a manner that's positive for the fish, positive for the customer. So we've studied other people's packaging. I mean, if you break it down, it's a cardboard box, styrofoam, heat packs, right? But I agree with you. To have angelfish show up 4 days late and still be in 74-degree water, that is good packaging. That's good installation. That's good heat packs. But we also need to, we're looking to, how do we streamline this now, right? I mean, we're just barely at the beginning of this. So I talked to Lewis today, and he kind of wanted me to softly put out there, we still want to use the members as main test group. Now, with that, if you are looking for a specific fish, and if we have it at the waterfront, and if we can even get it at the waterfront, and you're willing to work with us shipping that fish out to you, we want to work with you. We want to see what we can do for you. So if you've got something you're after, send me an email, weldonaquatics@gmail.com. We'll see what we can do for you. We'll work on that shipping, because I know. So leading into this too, we're 2 weeks ago now. We talked about doing a raffle here. I'll spill the beans. We were going to raffle off a Shodenai puffer. We were able to find a Shodenai puffer, bring it in, and we were going to do a whole raffle on that. I actually went and filmed an entire video about it. We were going to raffle it off on my birthday, end of this month, do a whole huge thing about it. It's going to be awesome. That was going to kind of be the kickoff to, hey, we're trying to ship to more people. Well, come to find out, in the state of Utah, a raffle falls under illegal gambling. So we can't actually do raffles. So with that Shodenai puffer, we have a member that reached out to Lewis, coordinated purchasing said Shodenai puffer. So our next shipment next week is going to be a Shodenai puffer. So now we've done a flower horn. We're going to ship a Shodenai puffer next. But in the future, Lewis wants to do giveaways. We can do giveaways. So we want to start doing giveaways on fish. You're expect to see a lot of plecos on that. So it was a bummer to see that we couldn't do raffles here legally, even though we would potentially be shipping said fish out of state. But because we'd be collecting, like an entrance fee kind of a thing, it fell under illegal gambling. We just couldn't do it. So that was a bummer. But now we're full bore ahead of, we've shipped a flower horn. We're now going to ship a Shodenai puffer. So if you're after discus, plecos, oddball fish, flower horn in particular, some tetra, some rams, like whatever you're looking for, let us know. That we're going to really start trying to ship kind of on an order-to-order basis. Now, poor Trevor's, I think he's been waiting like a month now, I'm pretty sure. Potentially I know it's been like over 3 weeks, so probably about a month. This one took it was a lot of hiccups in it. I mean, I had no idea we had to get an account set up with Southwest Cargo to get that set up. Like, we talked oxygen tanks. Okay, you think it's easy to go buy an oxygen tank, but then you got to figure out, like, you look into an oxygen tank, you realize how expensive oxygen is. I sure didn't. I did not realize that at all. And then to find the fittings for it, that was 3 hours of running around stores, finding what we needed. But now that we know where to go, when we upgrade said oxygen tank, when we, can really streamline our shipping process, sure, now we got supplies, we got material, we're ready to do this. So hopefully the members will take advantage of it. If you're not a member, if you're interested in purchasing from the waterfront, email me. Let's see what we can work out. We're still like the very, very beginning stages of all of this, but it's definitely something we're really trying to push forward on, because we're not content just sitting around. We want to offer what we have to other people, if that makes kind of sense there at all. So, Sharon, answer your question. When you start shipping, are you going to use UPS or FedEx? We are going to start with airport to airport. So we will drop it off at the Salt Lake City airport, and we'll ship it to whatever airport is nearest you that has a Southwest Cargo hub. We may run that strictly. I foresee 6 months to a year of us doing that. Then we'll probably reevaluate. Is it worth it? Do we have enough business to offer UPS or FedEx, on smaller items? I really think, though, on your larger discus, your larger plecos, your larger eels, large fish, datinoids, arowanas, all that kind of a thing, I really think you will see shipped airport to airport basis, just because of the large packaging that's going to be involved in this and the delicacy of the fish. So when we order from our wholesaler, we do airport to airport shipping, just to kind of give you an idea there. So not as of right now, we're not doing UPS or FedEx yet. If it's going any dry goods you're after, we may use like USPS, UPS, FedEx, and whatever can give us the best rate right now, as we're still, honing in what we want to do there. Right. we got here? I saw something of what am I saying here? Buy more heat packs than you think you will ever need. Yes, heat packs have been very difficult to find right now, so we're trying to source a good amount of them to get that going there. But it's like you don't realize like we're starting, right? We want to be able to get to a point where you order a said fish from us and you don't have to wait a month for us to get our crap together to ship this fish out to you. That's why we started with members. Trevor was very polite, very patient. We communicated constantly about it. I sent him updates of the fish. So now I'm very happy that he has said fish. We accomplished that. And one of the things too with his shipment and then the Shodenai puffer we're looking to ship out, we're trying different packaging on a way of size and box ratio. So how big are the bags we do, how much air can we do, how much water, what's the volume of the box, the styro, does that affect shipping costs? So we're also using these as data gathering, right? So we can hopefully then balance out of, okay, shipping from the waterfront is X. It's just this. It's not well, if you live up in New York, it's going to be this much. But if you live over in California, it's going to be this much. No, we're hoping to streamline it where it's, per example, it's $50, right? It's $50. That's your shipping no matter what you order. And then we've also talked about if somebody all of a sudden orders $300 of fish from us, do we cover shipping? Do we still charge shipping? So it's all these things on a business level that we still have to discuss and have to decide what we're going to do. But that's also why we need, we're grateful that Trevor's working with us. We're grateful that our other members working with us on the Shodenai puffer. I haven't seen him in the chat yet. I haven't gotten down far enough either. So if he's here and he wants to let me say who he is, that's fine. But until then, and I've been putting Trevor on blast, right? But he's been so generous of working with us in this. That's also why we're using test groups, small test groups. And say, if you're interested, email me. But it's also just, we want to gather that data before we go full blown with it, because this is a step. It's a lot to hopefully the camera's still here. It's kind of glitched on me. Put your logo on boxes, have a rubber stamp made, and do it yourself before you ship. It should save you money, and you can put it on whatever you want. We've talked about that. It's also like, it doesn't sound expensive. It may not be that expensive, but we're still running, like, we still have to make sure that we have. Am I down? My wife is asking if I'm down. I don't think I'm down. I think things are still running. Okay. We still need to look at the cost of a stamp versus doing it. And is it worth it? I mean, is it worth it stamping our logo on a box? Is it not worth it stamping a logo on the box? Does it mean more to the customer if you stamp a logo on the box? Does the customer really care? Do they more care about the like receiving a healthy fish? Just all these things. But yeah, we've talked about stencils. We've talked about all that. But a lot of it is we're just trying to get things going there. Clever Aquarium, it's the Shodenai puffer, the spotted Congo puffer. They look like a Mabu puffer, but pocket size. They are awesome little puffers. Because your fish has got an awesome breeding project going with those right now. They are definitely, they're super cool. They're definitely a super cool fish. What about drawings? We've talked, I think we're looking at also doing that's kind of thing of the giveaway. I'm catching up on chat. So if I've already answered it, I apologize. So we're drawings, giveaways. I think there's something in that realm we're going to do there where you enter into it, but then it's going to be it's a giveaway versus a raffle. So you still enter, you draw, win, right? Kind of a thing we got there. All right. What did I miss here? Yes. So spotted Congo puffer and the Shodenai puffer are the same. Yep. Black Little Carng, hello, good to see you here. Yeah, so some of the members have gotten some fun pictures, videos. Last night I did like almost a 2-hour live stream just for the members, just down in the fish room working away. I was down in the fish room for like 3 o'clock in the morning last night. We've definitely we've been a grind. Today's been a grind. This was a grind. This weekend's been a grind. It's been fun. So we did a live stream last night with the members. We were chatting in the fish room as we moved some fish out, moved some new fish in. So we shuffled some breeding projects around. I got to go down and work tonight. We're getting set up on another breeding project. The members got a picture of today. I'm excited about it. I'm terrified, but I'm also excited about it. So it's not the first time we'll have had this fish, but I think it's the first time we're really going to try and breed these fish. So I talked with Lewis over the weekend. I worked at the shop Saturday. We talked some things. I want to say he talked me into it, but he made a compelling argument on starting this project. So it's definitely going to be a fun one there. Let's see. I'm out. I would get something, but I can't drive. And I understand too that on an airport-to-airport shipping basis, we may lose some business because we're not shipping direct to door yet. But it's also in the starting phases of our business. We have to do it in a way that protects ourselves. Because if you think about it, if we sent out 5 packages on UPS and 5 packages on FedEx, all $100 plus. The 5 on UPS made it, the 5 on FedEx didn't. So all the fish died. That's over $500 we now have to refund back to customers. If I send 10 shipments airport to airport and we get 9 out of 10 shipments are perfect, that's 1 shipment we have to refund. And so it's a calculated risk of, by starting shipping, are we going to bankrupt our business? Or by starting shipping, are we opening ourselves to channel more revenue to the business? But it still has to be, there has to be some level of protection for ourselves of, if this goes horribly, horribly wrong, are we going to, go out of business? So it was kind of that aspect of it where so far so good. Like we were driving to the airport with the fish and Lewis is like, I think this is going to go well. Like everything kind of lined up to be well for this today. And so we're waiting on the official confirmation that the flower horn is good. That's what we're waiting on. So yeah, there's definitely some, there was some things there. All right, we're catching up here. Slowly catching up here. Got here. Good packaging, fancy packaging. Good packaging. Yeah, it's a compelling argument there too. I would rather have good packaging over fancy packaging. But the crazy thing is the waterfront hasn't even been established for 1 year yet. Like we're still under a year of establishment. So in 5 years, in 3 years, if we're doing well, things are going good, we've expanded into a portion of the building that we want to go into. We have employees. We have a streamlined business thing. We have a company van that we're taking, 30 boxes of shipments a week, a day. Now we look into, what can we better? So it's been interesting talking with Lewis on business aspects, what we want to do better at, what we are doing well at. Like right now, what's crazy is we've done, the customer service I feel we offer is phenomenal, but that also takes a major toll on Lewis where he's the one answering text, direct messages, emails, phone calls all day long. That kid is working all day long. It's crazy. I feel like there are many different online fish stores that charge around $30 for shipping and it'll be delivered right to your door. But that's, that's part of it too. Like Ruben us says, the most expensive shipping I paid is $44. I am never going to please everybody across the board. And it comes down to it of this is business. This is the fun thing about business is, okay, you've seen plenty of stores online. They charge $30 for shipping right to your door. So why would you pay me $50 to then drive to an airport, pick it up and drive home, right? The most expensive you paid is $44. The most expensive I paid is $65. Now, why did I pay $65 in shipping? Because I wanted that fish. Now, you may be able to pay $30 shipping from another store and get it shipped right to your door. But how's the quality of the fish? What's your customer service like? Was it a good experience? Was it a negative experience? It's all a toss-up where I guarantee you, if we right now started shipping because I guarantee you that company that's offering $30 shipping to your door is losing money. Now, that's something me and Lewis talked about today in the drive to the airport and back is what's our shipping thresholds? Where do we just cut it off? And if we cut it off at 50, but the shipping is actually 65, do we just eat that $15? Are the margins there? So that's the thing of business that I never understood before when I would go shopping for fish. Like, you want to charge me how much to ship that fish to me overnight? Like, the crazy thing is I never told anybody this, but when we did the giveaway for the Cuyahoga Flamebacks and I shipped them out to Cary, that was $110 to ship overnight UPS. I paid for that out of my pocket. $110. My monthly income from YouTube didn't even cover that. So now we argue, okay, so if we're going to ship overnight UPS, because I know like Aquatic Arts, I think they have like $60 flat rate shipping or something for overnight shipping, which is awesome. But they generate enough business with UPS. They were able to, I guarantee you, negotiate prices down to that. When I took one package to UPS to ship to Cary on a Cuyahoga Flameback standpoint, it was $110 for one box. There's no way that you would pay that to me at the waterfront for fish. I guarantee you wouldn't, right? Because you've already said here that there's $30 shipping and there's $44 shipping. Now, if I offered, okay, I'll ship them to you overnight for $30 shipping, but now the fish you buy from me is this much. You pay $30 in shipping. So let's say the fish you buy from me is $50. You pay me, and then we tack on $30 shipping. So now we're up to $80, but now I still got to pay $100 shipping. I just lost money. So it's an odd business transaction that we're learning. We're trying to adapt to a market. And this is actually something Peter even brought up. He said, people aren't going to want to buy if they can't have it right to their door. Okay, but my argument is, if you want the fish bad enough, and if you also trust the company enough, you will go that route. You will. The first time I did airport to airport shipping was when I brought in my Yellow Zebra Pleco group, and that's all they offered. It's all Freshwater Exotics offers is airport to airport shipping. And I didn't understand it. And then the first time I did it, it made so much sense to me of that was a safe shipment. That was reliable shipping. Fortunately, my airport isn't 3 hours away. It was 30 minutes away for me, 45 at the time, actually. No, about 30 minutes away because I was here. It made sense to me. Now, that's why we're slowly starting to ship to members. Shipping the flower horn out today was about $60. It was honestly about $60, but that's because, that was our first shipment, right? We were quoted another shipment that would have, or another price for a guaranteed next flight that was over $100. Fortunately, we did a rush order, $60. They just happened to be nice enough to get on the next flight for us, or else it would have been a 24-hour shipment. Now, the conversation we're having as a company is, are we still competitive on fish prices? Are we still competitive on dry good prices to where we can now balance out on shipping prices, where we don't have to charge customers $80 shipping? We can charge them $40 shipping, but are we making that up elsewhere where over the course of a year, if we keep pushing out, shipments, we're pushing, we've done X amount of shipments over the course of the year, but we've been eating shipping the entire time. Are we now in a business meeting of, hey guys, we can't pay rent. Like, we can't pay this next month because we've been eating shipping costs. So that's also why I'm very grateful to Trevor waiting so long, but it's a conversation that I'm curious to have with Trevor is, why did you buy a flower horn from the waterfront? And you waited a month for it too, for us to get our shipping game started. Was that because I had the best quality flower horn available? Was that because my pricing on the quality of flower horn was competitive? Is it because you feel like you know me and you know Lewis because we've had online discussions, we've had online interactions? And then by the means, this is not me. I hope I definitely have put some people on the spot. I hope I have not offended you in any way, because I'm not, how to put it? I'm not heated. I'm not offended. I'm just trying to explain my mindset and our mindset on our business here, but I definitely get it. We're definitely going to have people that are going to love us and people are going to hate us. And then people are just like, that's too much. I'm not going to buy it. And let's be honest. I live in Utah. We're one of the cheapest freaking states out there. Like, we've had fish in the shop where we couldn't pay people to take them. I get it. We've had people walk in and go, I want that zebra pleco. How much? Zebra plecos are expensive. I'll give you $30 for it. So yeah, I get it. I live in one of the cheapest states you can find out there. But it's, if you look at shipping 6 tetras, I can fit it in a box this big, right? Like when I was shipping out my Egyptian mouth breeders, I had small little regional A boxes I was shipping in, no problem. And it was like $20 to ship. It was super cheap. Now we start talking, I have an 18-inch albino Trinidad pleco in the shop that's fortunately going local. But if I was to ship that thing, that's a big box. Now, when we're talking dinner plate size discus and I'm shipping that across country, I'm sorry, shipping that overnight via USB, like UPS, terrifies me. That's a big box. That's a big fish. That's some weight. Now, if I can cut that cost down and safely ship the fish airport to airport, I'm taking that every day of the week, hands down. So it's definitely going to be. I know, and me and Lewis even talked about this. We know we're going to lose business to somebody that wants to go buy elsewhere. That's okay. That is okay, because I'm learning to get on the mindset of, if you have a positive experience with me, that's more what I'm after. As long as you have a positive experience from me. So if you want to go buy from another guy, go do it. If you have a negative experience, I just hope I've given you enough quality time that you truly feel you'll have a positive experience with us at the waterfront. That's definitely what we're after there too. Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics, thank you, my friend, for $5 to keep it up, keep it going. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for that super chat. It's greatly appreciated from you there. And I am way behind on chat here, as I was definitely ranting and raving there. So again, I really hope I haven't offended anybody. I never understood this side until now. I'm on this side of business. I was that guy too of, I want this fish, but man, that's $60 to ship it to me. But now that you flip it, it's like, oh, okay, like definitely things are different there, you know, and shipping rates have gone up. I know like everything has gone up, unfortunately, due to COVID, but you still have to balance things of all that from there too. But Ruben, I just want to say I'm proud of you and your team for making a brand. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I definitely do appreciate that. And it's also, we want to listen to your input, right? Like that's why I love these live streams, is it gives me a chance to talk with you. Yeah, you get my rants and all these different things. I may not explain it the best. I mean, if we can sit Lewis down and get him to explain, like that kid knows business, but it's things I'm learning about that I never saw before. I used to sell hardwood flooring. Cool. But now that I'm in the fish game, there's margins and different things. And you got to look at we bought this fish for this. And like when now I have a better understanding of when people bring their fish to us and they go, I want $20 per neon tetra that I bred. It's like, what? Like, I can't pay you $20 per neon tetra, right? Like that's just not feasible where I can buy from the wholesaler for $2. I don't know what we pay for them actually, but we've angered some people. And unfortunately I've had people try and leverage I watch you on YouTube, so you should give me a better price. And I rebuttal back to, thank you for your time. I'm glad that I've provided quality entertainment that has given your time to me, but I give you content for free. So it's just because we've chatted on YouTube doesn't mean I now owe you anything. Right? What I owe you is quality content and quality information. That's what I feel I owe you. So yeah, I'm going to put my time and effort into making that happen. But I'm sorry, I'm not paying you what you want for these fish, because that's not fair market value per se. So it's been interesting seeing that too there, of just talking with local breeders, figuring prices out where it's beneficial for both sides. Because I get it as much when today we had a gentleman bring by some fish. We coordinated that, and his comment was, I want to do everything I can to make sure you guys are supported. That's awesome. That's so good to hear that now as a local fish store owner, that we want that, because we want to be around for a long time. You flip that though, and I guarantee you, we want the same thing for our customers. We want to make sure you're taken care of. We want to make sure you have a quality fish at a fair price and you had a good experience from us. Because let's be honest, I stopped shopping my other local fish store before Lewis opened because I had negative experiences there. I went practically 100% online because now I didn't have to go deal with some idiot trying to tell me something. I got so frustrated that I stopped going there because I had negative experiences. Then I found some online things, had good experiences. I started getting fish I wanted. So it's all these definitely different things there. But what do we got here? Rachel says, and I got a text. She said, Trevor is about 5 minutes from home. I'm like a kid on Christmas morning. So what we got here? So yep. See, I've already come. Lewis is already catching me up on the chat here. I got to come way down here. You have our word. We are looking into every option as far as shipping, step by step. And today we see our first result. That is definitely, doing a business is like building blocks. You got to build a solid foundation for this thing to work. I mean, I've kind of, if you've noticed, I've talked about the waterfront raised breeding program, right? And you've seen the fish I have in my fish room, but I also haven't shown you everything we have in the back room. And we've purposely done that, because go find me another local fish store that has a breeding operation attached to their business. Maybe the co-op, only because he has Dean in his new urban fish room thing, right? But we have built such a local network already in Utah of these local breeders. I've had people from out of state even reach out to me, seeing if they can kind of be a breeder for us, where we're building a foundation out. So Lewis is absolutely right, is we are definitely looking into every option that we have, because we want to offer quality experiences, and just not just the product, but experiences for this, what we've been doing there. Yes, if you I've watched your videos building up the shipping boxes, and they're awesome. I definitely think it's awesome. I use a flat rate box, fully decked out inside like an insulated house. $15, 2 to 5 days it takes usually, but mystery snails are different and they tend to hibernate during the journey. But if you guys haven't checked out Lav stuff, her shipping boxes are works of art. They are amazing for that there. We got here. I feel like I'm missing something. Depends on what you're buying to, though. I feel like hopefully later on when you have more experience, you can tweak it. See, that's like, what are we tweaking though, right? It's things will be tweaked. Hands down, things will be tweaked. I mean, business hasn't been open for a year yet. Like, you have to understand that too. Is I'm going to use the cliche thing of like Rome wasn't built in a day. Waterfront's not going anywhere. We're here to play. Are we going to be? Am I going to get all the business? No, but I have a new goal in my head of I want to be the top fish store in Utah. There's no other way around it. I want to be the #1 fish store in Utah. You know, online retailer, as long as I'm playing in the top 3, I'm okay with that. Now, if that means that you go purchase from other things, okay, that's fine. But as long as I'm in the top 3 on quality, product availability, and experience, I'm good. I'm good with that. So it's, yes, things will be tweaked, but you have to start somewhere. How do you tweak something if you don't start somewhere? That's the biggest thing. So that's what Lewis really was getting at there. Is today we saw our first result. If we never took the plunge of members, we need your help. Trevor took an opportunity, purchased a fish from us. We would never even be having this conversation if we never tried that. So we were willing to take that risk. Trevor was willing to take that risk. Now, unfortunately, I may not get all of your business. Okay, right? That's okay. But I'm still going to be providing quality content, providing time, and none of this wants to be on an arrogant level because I've been that consumer. I'm still that consumer. I'm still that hobbyist. So I get it. I trust me. I get it. I get it where I don't always want to pay the shipping for fish. I get that. But I'm now learning I am willing to pay shipping for fish that I want. And they're quality. I've had very poor shipments come into me, and I've had very quality shipments come into me. And I'll tell you, the quality shipments that came in, I paid a little more on shipping. If you go on to Aquabid right now, it's the same thing. You go on Aquabid, most shipping prices are anywhere from $30 to $50 right now on Aquabid. It's all over the place there. All right. It's always a risk when you buy, ship fish with other carriers due to unexpected delays. Learn the hard way. I've been there. Definitely been there. I'll always pay for more quality, quick service, especially for live animals. And that's one of the big things too, is we want to make sure these fish land appropriately. We don't want you to get a fish, have it land, and now it turns into an emergency situation where you have been looking for this fish for 5 years and now it's dead, right? We want you to have a fish that's going to arrive to you on time, quality, alive, in good condition, because I also understand you worked hard. You worked hard to pay for that. So we definitely want to keep that going there too. So, Battle Brew, I'm sorry. Just dumped spicy beef po on my hotel room carpet. The container broke. Not amused. No, it's off topic, but needed a vet. Yeah, you can always vet, man. Always need to. It's good there. You can always vet. I personally like to buy from people I know. I do spend more from time to time for that. That's also part of it too, is we definitely want to that's why you've seen so much waterfront content, but trust me, there's still plenty of Well-Done Tanks content coming out too, though. But I am trying to build the Well-Done Tanks brand. I am trying to build the waterfront brand. Like, that's kind of go hand in hand. I'm advertising, right? I have to kind of advertise on all those different things. But I do know Trevor said that, is he in the chat? I know, just made it home and he's beautiful. Okay. I was ranting and raving, but we have I have a text. Yes, I gave Trevor my number. He has direct access to me. But Trevor, thank you so much today for seeing that in the chat. I saw this a few minutes ago. I was catching up on things. But here we go, guys. Can I show? Okay. Nobody better text me anything crazy right now. Let's see if I can show this off. Oh, it's not even going to focus, is it? Wow, that's so bad. There it is. Fish has landed. Flowerhorn is there. First shipment out of the waterfront is alive. So glad that made it. Trevor, thank you so much for letting us know on that one. So maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll maybe there's something I can work on here. Maybe it's something I can work on is gathering testimonials from people that we have, shipped fish out to, starting to ship fish out to, of why they were okay with our process. Because that's definitely something that it crossed my mind with Trevor. And it's, you don't have to answer now, my friend. I know you're excited to get your fish and all these different things, but I think I mentioned it previously, but why did Trevor buy from us? We've had those conversations. I know we've had some in-depth conversations with people about flower horns of locally they can find them, for $20. Ours in shop right now, I think the cheapest we have is like $15 for the little mini ones, but our quality ones, we're like $75 up towards of $300 on our flower horns, but they are quality specimens. And like once I saw Carrie's flower horn, Archie, that's when I knew like that's a good quality flower horn. Boba Fett over here is turning out to be an amazing flower horn. So definitely some things on that one that we're looking at there too. But Trevor, I'm definitely glad that came in quality there for you. Always do appreciate that there. Let's see here. Definitely missing something. The Aquatic Monkeys are in. Hello. So if I haven't missed it there, Aquatic Monkeys, we're curious about, we've been wondering about your blue acaras. Have they bred for you? Are they doing well? Are they around? I know he's had a bunch of mystery snails, so definitely see what we can do there. Let's see here. We enjoyed the rant, or we would not be here. Yeah, I definitely. I don't rant to ever try and offend somebody. Sometimes I feel like I can explain myself better just getting it out there, kind of putting it out there. But I'm also learning that I'm not afraid to now stand up for what I believe in, but I'm also very interested in having beneficial conversations with other individuals that are both consumer and hobbyist based around business levels. Because ultimately, a business will not thrive without the hobbyist and said then consumer. So how do it's all these new tactics I have to think about is how do I now provide A, right? But then how do I also please B? So it's definitely different things there we got going on there. But yes. I think Guppy Guru's in the chat. I'm seeing his name pop up there. Biscotti Nadia. I love it. It's good to see you here. Let's see. I made it. Do you back up your computer? I highly suggest making regular system images. Keep the good work. I don't know if I back up my computer. I put a lot of my stuff off onto an external hard drive. I'm definitely on that one there. Let's see here. So Blake Adams, we were very fortunate we did an airport to airport shipment. So I think we just another question from me there. So will the only option be airport to airport pickup, or can you do an overnight with others? So I'll say this. We are moving forward on a business level to start with airport to airport. It's honestly, I think it is a more cost-effective way of shipping. It's a safer way of shipping. Now, if you wanted to pay for overnight shipping, I think we could work that out, but just be prepared, though, that the shipping is going to be outrageous on an overnight shipping. So fortunately today with Trevor's Flower Horn, we were able to do airport to airport. When we dropped it off, they had another flight leaving to Texas, that area, in 45 minutes. So they were nice enough just to slot it for that flight. So I think total that fish was in transit, let's say less than 7 hours, 7-8 hours tops. So typically it would be an overnight shipment from airport to airport. You would just have to then go pick it up from the airport. So it's not out of the question on doing overnight shipping. It's going to be way more expensive. It's definitely going to be way more expensive on different things like that. I need a super tiny flower horn. The last one we got from you, he grew a little too fast for us. That must be the gold Tremiculatum. Gold Trimac Tremiculatum? How do I say that? The gold Tremiculatum? I'm saying that wrong. Yeah, pretty one. But we do have some small ones in the shop right now, but definitely do got some smaller ones there. Let's see here. The blue cars didn't survive. It's too bad. I know you've definitely had a rough go lately. So if you guys can just good vibes to the Aquatic Monkeys. Looks like they did breed for you though. That's cool. That's a fun it's a fun project there. So I'm glad that at least you got some enjoyment out of them, and I'm still definitely glad we got to meet up with you guys out there too. It was definitely an awesome one there. Another pair you picked up this weekend. That sounds fun. Let's see. Are there any plecos that stay small that you like? Some of the high pan sisters will stay smaller, Lav, but we were just talking about some of these in the shop. A lot of the high pan sisters are going to get that 5-inch mark. Really, clown plecos will stay a little smaller. They're not out all the time. They're definitely not out there. Dwarf claros are going to stay small. I haven't seen dwarf claros ever in a very long time, but there's some cool high pan sisters out there that definitely stay smaller. Just like I'd say 5 inches and below. Kind of depends on what you're looking for there. Lurking from work, I appreciate it. What's a good stand for a 40-gallon breeder? If you're looking for something that's readily available, check your Petcos and PetSmarts. They have like the Imaginarium metal stands. They work great. If not, throw some 2x4 together and make up a quick, easy stand there. Definitely something we can do there. But so yes. Let's see, the gold tremiculatus, that's right, the gold tremiculatus has color. We will get pictures soon. We're just going through the motions. I understand it. Also, everything is breeding like crazy, so we are on trying to keep up on everything in live mode. It sounds like you're having a good time, though. It's definitely having a good time. So yes, what else we got going on here? I feel like there's a lot more we got going on. Talked about the raffle. We can't do that, so we can do some giveaways, shipping, the whole conversation there. I feel like that's what the live stream's been, is talking about shipping. I didn't mean for it to go that way. Shuffled some things around in the fish room. So we, excuse me. We moved some fish out that we weren't having any success breeding with, moved some new fish in. We've had some awesome new breeding things happening in the fish room. I shared some of those on Instagram. Some of the members have gotten some updates, different things there. And I'm not, you'll see everything eventually. I just got to film a lot of the content. So missed last week, the weekend leading up to last Monday's live stream. So if you noticed, there wasn't a Monday live stream and there was no video Friday. I did put out a community post there leading up to that Friday, Saturday, really more so Saturday. I'm trying to think of how I would word this politically correct and not sounding like, I don't know how to put this. I had, so I call it my day job, right? It's not the shop, it's the day job. It's not me working at the waterfront. It's my actual other day job. That's what I call it. And just here on streams. I think most of you know what I do. Some of you may not, but I had some very violent incidents that I was involved in. And it took a bit of a mental health toll on me. Let's put it that way. Saturday, I was not in a good frame of mind. And my wife, bless her heart, she listened to me. She let me talk. She let me vent. She let me get it out there. I got the help I needed. But then she encouraged me to take a day off and do nothing. I'd been going for like 2 months straight between day job, YouTube, shop. Something crazy though is Lewis has been going for she was saying 200 days plus. So if you want to know what he's been doing for this business, that kid works 14, 16-hour days, 18-hour days, every day. He is going. I mean, even after today, after we dropped the fish off at the airport, he was going to pick up more fish, drop off fish. Always ways to better this business. I watched Lewis take not trying to give too much information on things, but we'll say take a phone call from a friend to go do something on this last Saturday. And Lewis's comment was, "I'm working." And his friend's comment was, "You're always working." And then Lewis said, "I know, but let's see where each of us are at in the next year." So there's some ambition there, definitely some ambition there. And that's why I enjoy that I'm working with Lewis. I get to pick up on that ambition and see that going. But so I missed last week. I was in a unfortunately, some very violent situations that I had to handle. Saturday was just not a good day for me. A very, very, very dark day. So Sunday I took off, and my wife mandated that I do nothing. I honestly played Far Cry 5 for 6+ hours. It was beautiful. I just kind of hid out downstairs, didn't do much. It was very difficult for me not to go work in the fish room, to not film anything. So I just shut down, to shut off completely. And that's when I made the decision of Monday, I wasn't going to do a live stream. I ended up going to the shop, did some water changes. We actually went and picked up a big a new tank for the shop. So I just took a day off. And then after that, it was, okay, I had a video ready for Friday. It's actually the video that's going to come out this Friday. I just decided to just push it back a week, just completely step away from YouTube for an entire week. Well, about an entire week. I think I did a quick members video, but just took a week off, and it was nice. It was definitely nice to step away, but we're back. we're happy. Things are good. Say, bless my wife. She helped me get kind of back on track. I talked to some people, figured some things out. We actually went out to dinner with a fellow coworker. He was also involved in said incidents, so we were able to kind of meet his fiance. They met my wife. I met my kid. We had a good time with drinks, burgers. It was good, great time. It was a really fun time to be around. It just kind of talk, catch up. I hadn't seen him since that, and so we're good. So we're back Monday. We're definitely a lot of updates with the shop and everything going on there. But yeah, so Friday got a sweet. I think it's a good video coming out. I'm excited. This is one I was meaning to film for a while, and I'm excited about it. I got some awesome things I need to film in the fish room. I actually have a product up here in the office I need to take down in the fish room, get installed. Excited for that video. It's gonna be, yes, it's gonna be fun. I don't want to put too much out there. It's gonna be fun though. I got a lot of good things coming up. So that's kind of where I was at last week. It's why we didn't have a live stream. I know, like, poor Trevor even is like, I didn't want to bother you about the flower horn because I'm like, nah, I just needed to step away from things for a minute there. And it just happened to be the burnout didn't come from YouTube. The burnout came from my day job. And mental health aspect, I just took off everything and just really, really stepped away from things. But we are moving forward there. But I appreciate everybody's support. You guys were great. I got a few messages from people checking up on me, and I appreciate it. But we're not going anywhere. We got a lot to still do. But coming up on that hour mark, maybe go for another 5-10 minutes or so, kind of see what questions roll in. So I meant for this to be a Q&A. We had some, I guess we still had some question and answer period time frames of waterfront shipping and those different things. But if anybody's got anything unrelated to waterfront or whatever else, throw it out there. Let's see if we can get talking here. But I definitely appreciate all the support here. Definitely do. I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate the support. So I wanted to give some update there because I know a lot of you do give me the time of your time to come hang out with me, come watch my videos. So definitely wanted to get there. But on a positive notes, we are like 205 subscribers away from hitting the big 3,000. It's crazy. 204 subscribers away from hitting the big 3,000. So do you think we can hit 3,000 by the time I turn 30? That's right. I am turning 30 this month. End of the month, February 25th, I'm turning 30. Kind of put it out there. I was thinking about that today. Could we hit 3,000 for my 30th birthday? I think that'd be something there. It'd be something really cool that we could definitely try there. Nobody shoot me, but we have our baby Fahaka puffer in the tank with our pea puffers, guppies, rainbow shrimp, rice fish, mystery shells, and a few other things. And it sounds like it's working. I love it. I've done some crazy setups too. And it's like, as long as it's working, it's working. I think you've got some good stuff there. I hit 30 already. Missed my birthday. Yep, I am 30 this month. So it'd be kind of sweet if we could land it to be 3,000 for the 30. But we've got something. So we were gonna do the raffle the raffle on my birthday. Still talking to Lewis. He mentioned about doing a giveaway. So I think we've got something in the works. So what's fun too is I have 2 weeks off of my day job during that time frame. So I'll be actually off for 2 weeks from that. So it's going to be a lot of fun to hang out with the family. Really want to hang out with the family. Hang out with the wife, hang out with the kid, work at the shop, do some things there, work in the fish room. We got a lot of good things planned there. And then I had meant to say this earlier. So my wife is in the chat now. She is under the channel name Living Wel-Don. So she has said, if we can get there, we should do a giveaway box. We could figure something out there too. So I think it'd be fun if we can get there 3,000 by the time I'm 30. We could put a giveaway box there. Was there swearing? Did Lav did M come after Lav? I'm sorry. That's too funny. But I do want to plug my wife. So she started her own YouTube channel, believe it or not. She took the plunge. She took the effort. She made the effort, did the thing. She officially put out a video, has got 2 or 3 others filmed. She's editing her own videos. I've helped film some of them. I've helped to understand how to edit, that kind of a thing. But yes, so the channel, Living Well-Don, is my wife's channel. It's official. It's officially going. I think she's doing a great job at it. So it's going to be, and M, thank you so much for putting the link in the chat if you want to go over and subscribe to it. I think I shared it on the community tab. I think it would be fun if we could boost her up to her first 100 subscribers, because I know that it took me a long time to get up to 100 subs, but she's sitting at 20 subscribers. Look at that go. So a lot of DIY renovations, budget renovations. I think she wants to do some kind of vlogs, maybe some cooking things. She just tiled a beautiful backsplash in her kitchen. Did a great job with it. I think she did all of it for under like $70. So we did a tour. I just helped her film a tour of the house of different things she wants to do. Then when I'm off in February here, she wants to work on our downstairs bathroom to get that going. So she's got all it's her show. It's definitely her show she's doing there. It's like, people have asked me, what's the hardest thing about doing YouTube? It's pushing record. It's literally pushing record for the first time, because it's, how do you talk on camera? I mean, I'm just weird, guys. You've picked this up by now. I'm just weird, but it's, yeah. So if you want to go over and you want to check it out, you want to subscribe, feel free to do so. It's her show. I think she's doing a good job at it. So am I obligated to give the plug? No, but she's my wife. I can't not plug my wife for doing a channel. I mean, come on now. She's plugged me. I'm sure some of my subscribers have come from her. I mean, and let's be honest here. Would you rather watch me, or would you rather watch a babe like her on camera? Just saying, just putting it out there respectfully. I'd rather watch her all day too, rather than watch me. But no. So yeah, if you want to go check it out, feel free to go check it out. She's done a really good job. She's done a good job with it. Her first video, she set up the camera on her own. She set up the lighting on her own. And I was fairly impressed that she figured all that out. She did a good job with it. But all right, guys, we're kind of starting to wind down here. So the 2 new members of the stream, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. I hope you guys can go back and enjoy the content that you got there. Let's see. That's my problem right now, especially getting put on the spot last week. I do have some really good ideas and such to work with, though. Yeah, Stefan was there with us when we did the unboxing and an unboxing video. I did put him on the spot. It was fun though. I did enjoy having him there. You got to see some behind the scenes things. He's been a good support to us. Stefan's been an awesome local support. And I have to say, Saturday I was in the shop, and that was the day that I've had more people come in and say, "Hey, I've watched your videos." It was kind of cool. It was definitely kind of cool to have somebody come in and go, like, "Yeah, I recognize you. Like, I've watched your videos." We had a young guy talk. He said he watched my videos on the Rams. Like, he specifically came in looking for black Rams. Unfortunately, we're out of those at the time being until I can get them going. God, I'm hoping they're breeding soon. What else did we have? A few people come in and say they watched the unboxing video. So that was fun. And I kind of plugged myself. Is that arrogant? But we had the president of the main wholesaler we buy from, not to get too specific, but the president commented on my video. It was kind of cool. That was really cool to get that. And then our sales rep has even offered now to do a live stream with me. So that's something I'm talking with Lewis about to see if it's beneficial for us, if we want to do that. But a lot of things are coming. That unboxing was so much fun to film. I'll say it myself that I am the no pressure to breed the brack. There's pressure, Trevor. There's definitely some pressure to breed those things. What's driving me nuts too is I have a black one and a gold one that chase all the other, like the 3 of the Rams away into it, and like they go to this corner with a nice terracotta pot and a rock, and I'm like, just breed, just do it already. But move the Mullowy crebensis to a 20 long. I think we're gonna get some good action out of them. Moved the golden top minnows up to a 20 long again. They look awesome. Just pulled a huge clutch of super reds. That was so cool. So cool. It's definitely so cool. Marie, I just went and found your comment. But it's, yeah, that unboxing was fun. I knew when Lewis told me what was coming on the order, I knew I wanted to have a good time with it. Like it didn't come out. Maybe they need mood lighting. You speak of that. Okay. All right. Black Label Carling is going to get me to show it. Let's put it this way. I've been thinking of, have we approached lighting fish tanks or lighting fish rooms? I don't want to say wrong, but I think there's a different approach. We're going to work on something in the fish room. Just saying, quick sneak peek. But I have ideas in my brain after watching fish interact at the waterfront in our back breeding area, fish room tours, and then mine collectively. So it's going to be an interesting video. I hope I can put my thoughts across well enough while still making it a fun video to watch. But yeah, I'm hoping to get some new mood lighting, you say, in the fish room. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. Maybe I'll just bring this thing down to the fish room, blind the fish with it. But yeah, so like the opening of that unboxing video where it was me, pretend answering the phone, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but I actually had my wife call me. I recorded my phone vibrating with a microphone right next to it because I was trying to get the actual, like, I was hoping to have like a good, like in the movies where it's like the cell phone. I was hoping to get like a good vibrate sound, make it intense, exciting. And then Lewis was brave enough. Some of those shots, and if you watch closely, you could actually see the reflection. Lewis was kind enough and brave enough. He let me fly my drone in the shop. That's how I got some of those shots, was I was actually flying my drone in the shop. It was I didn't crash it. I didn't hit any tanks, and I didn't crash my drone. I was very proud of myself. Definitely a close call. Couple close calls. Definitely. Of course, I can give Julia a shout out. Absolutely. So I've met Julia. She's an awesome little girl. I don't say little girl, young lady that has an inspiring aspiration for this hobby and has done some awesome things. She's the one that I'm sure bred those blue acaras. She's definitely done some awesome things with this hobby. So I know, yeah, Barry Aquatics has kind of been MIA lately with business, COVID, girlfriend, but we definitely, absolutely, she can have a shout out. 100%. We appreciate you guys being here. I met M. I didn't break any tanks. None. I nicked one with the propeller, and Lewis wasn't up front to see it, so I got away with it. No, Texas fishing. It was like the most exciting thing I've done with my drone, but at the same time, it was still terrifying that I did it. It was absolutely like still just terrifying that I did there. But Lav, I thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night, my friend, and thank you for subbing to my wife's channel. She did a good job, and I really appreciate all your support there. So if you have not, check out Lav on Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel now. She does some awesome things there on the Instagram page. It's been fun to see what she does there. But all right, what are we coming into? I still got to go work on the fishing tonight. 8:30. Okay, we're gonna call it a night. Go put the kid to bed. See her for a few minutes. I got to hang out with her for a little bit this afternoon. She was making me pretend cupcakes today, so we're moving into the pretend cupcake area, and I loved every minute of it. So love all of you. Thank you so much for all of your support, for the super chat, for the 2 members, for those of you just being here, hanging out with me, working through things with me, talking shipping with me, business, and you guys catching the replay. Thank you so much. It still means a lot to me that we can get 30 viewers on these, and then when we move over, sometimes these take off to 200, 300, 400 views. So I really appreciate everybody's support. So let's see if we can Laura coming in the very end. Hello, my friend. I do appreciate it. If we can, it's good seeing all of you, new names, new faces, people who've been here for a while. And it's just been awesome to work with all of you on this. So let's see if we can push us to the big 3,000 for my 30th. Then we can do a fun. We'll see if we can't wrangle Lewis into giving away like a Pleco, and maybe we can give away something on the living Well-Don tank side. You see what we did there? All right, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you all again, and we will talk to you guys in the next one. New video will be out Friday. So until then, keep your tanks well done.